In a quiet neighborhood outside Boston, there lived a young man named Elliot. He wasn't the kind of boy people noticed, not because he had nothing to say, but because the world rarely listened. His mother worked double shifts as a nurse. His father left when Elliot was 6. Their apartment was small, filled with the kind of silence that hurts. The only thing that made Elliot feel alive was an old piano he found in the basement. Dusty, broken, 3 keys missing, and completely out of tune. But to him, it wasn't just a piano, it was a voice. His voice. Every night while his mother slept, Elliot would sit by that piano and play softly. Sometimes he played like he was whispering a prayer. Sometimes he played like he was screaming without sound. No one ever heard. No one ever knew. As he grew older, school became lonelier. He wasn't popular. He didn't talk much. At lunch, he'd sit by the window, imagining himself playing on a stage, under 1,000 lights, where people finally listened. One day, the music teacher, Mr. Henderson, heard Elliot playing alone in the empty auditorium. The sound wasn't perfect, but it was honest. It was raw emotion turned into melody. "Elliot," said Mr. Henderson softly, "your music sounds like someone trying to speak, but afraid no one will listen." Elliot smiled faintly, eyes still fixed on the keys. He didn't say a word. Months later, the school announced its annual music showcase. Mr. Henderson insisted Elliot perform. Elliot refused. "I can't, sir, I'm not good enough." But Mr. Henderson only replied, "Exactly, Elliot, that's why you have to do it." When the night came, the auditorium lights glowed bright. The room was full. Elliot sat at a grand black piano, so different from his old one. His hands trembled. His breath shook. He started to play. It was beautiful for a moment. Then halfway through, he froze. Everything. The fear, the doubt, the weight of never being enough crashed down all at once. He stood up, closed the piano, and ran off stage. Silence. Then whispers. A few people laughed. Someone muttered, "Poor kid." After that night, Elliot quit music class. He stopped playing altogether. His mother tried to talk to him. He only said quietly, "My music doesn't matter, Mom." Months passed. Then one rainy evening, Mr. Henderson showed up at their door. He walked downstairs and saw the old piano, covered in dust. "You know, Elliot," he said, "this piano isn't perfect, but that's what makes it sound honest. And honest is what makes your music beautiful." Elliot didn't answer. He just stared at the piano. Then slowly, he touched the keys again. That night, for the first time in months, he played, not for anyone, not for applause, but for himself. Years passed. Elliot grew up. He became a sound technician. Not a famous musician, not a star. But between jobs, he wrote small pieces of music and uploaded them online anonymously. To his surprise, his songs went viral. Hundreds of thousands listened. People commented, "This music feels like it understands my pain. I don't know who you are, but this song saved me tonight." Elliot never told anyone it was him. He didn't need to, because for the first time, his music was being heard. One evening, visiting his aging mother, Elliot sat again before that same old piano. He pressed its broken keys. They still sounded imperfect. But this time, he smiled. He whispered, "I used to think this piano was silent, but maybe I was the one afraid to make a sound." And as the wind brushed through the open window, the piano began to sing, softly, quietly, beautiful in its imperfection. What lesson can you take from this story? Have you ever silenced your own voice? Not because no one cared, but because you were afraid it didn't matter. We all have a silent piano somewhere in our lives. A gift, a dream, a voice we hide, because we fear judgment, failure, or rejection. But the truth is, it's not perfection that gives something meaning. It's honesty. It's courage. It's choosing to play your song, even when no one is listening. Elliot never became famous, but he found peace in knowing that his voice, though quiet, was finally free. So don't let fear silence your song. Whatever your voice is, your art, your story, your dream, it deserves to be heard. Maybe not by everyone, maybe not today, but someday, someone out there will need exactly what you have to give. So keep playing, keep creating, because sometimes the quietest songs touch the loudest hearts. This is Tales by Theo, where every story reminds us that even in silence, the soul still speaks. If this story moved you, hit the like button. It really helps the channel grow. Leave a comment below and tell me what this story meant to you. And don't forget to subscribe for more stories like this. Tales that heal, inspire, and remind us what it means to be human. Because sometimes the quietest stories carry the loudest truths.